We really need to talk about this whole Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber situation because it's gotten messy again. People are taking sides and interpreting things differently after an article from the Wall Street Journal came out. The way it was written caused a lot of confusion, and now everyone's trying to figure out what actually happened. Selena had something to say about it too, and it definitely stirred things up online. So here's what went down. Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber are both back in the news, which hasn't happened in a while. Things between them seemed calm for some time, but now the drama has returned. This time, it all started with what people are calling a subtle dig and a deleted Instagram story. Hailey recently did an interview with the Wall Street Journal magazine, where she talked about how frustrating it is to constantly be compared to others in the beauty industry. She mentioned that she finds it annoying when people pit her against other brands and said she doesn't feel competitive with people she isn't inspired by. That one line caught everyone's attention. The internet quickly started speculating about who she was talking about. Many assumed she meant Selena Gomez, since Selena's beauty brand, Rare Beauty, is sold in the same stores as Hailey's brand, Rhode. People online started saying things like, "Who isn't she inspired by? Is she throwing shade at Selena?" It didn't take long for things to blow up. After Hailey's interview went viral, Selena posted a message on her Instagram story. She wrote, "Just leave the girl alone. She can say whatever she wants. It doesn't affect my life. It's about relevance, not intelligence. Be kind. All brands inspire me. There's room for everyone, and hopefully we can all stop." At first, people thought Selena was defending Hailey. The "leave the girl alone" part sounded like she wanted fans to stop attacking her. But then, when Selena added, "It's about relevance, not intelligence," fans started wondering if that was meant as a subtle jab. The line, "all brands inspire me," also stood out because Hailey had just said she's not inspired by everyone. So people started reading into it like Selena was throwing shade right back. The confusion made things even messier. Fans couldn't decide if Selena was defending Hailey, responding to her, or doing both at once. What made it even more interesting was that Hailey's publicist had reportedly stepped in during that same interview when Hailey was asked certain questions. The article had been out for a while, but no one was really talking about it until Selena's post appeared. Once Selena shared her Instagram story, people began dissecting every detail. What Hailey said, what Selena meant, and whether it was all intentional or not. Then came the wave of online debates. Some people were completely on Hailey's side, saying she was just talking about her brand and not trying to insult anyone. Others defended Selena, saying she had every right to respond if she felt targeted. Hailey's critics argued that she constantly brings up Selena, even indirectly. They claimed she copies Selena's looks and even her tattoos. They also reminded everyone that Hailey started her brand after Selena did, and that comparisons were bound to happen because both are celebrities with beauty lines. Meanwhile, Selena's critics accused her of always playing the victim. They said she posts shady things and then deletes them so she can deny any drama later. In this case, they pointed out that her Instagram story was only up for about 10 minutes before disappearing. To them, that was proof that Selena knew exactly what she was doing. One fan defending Hailey said, "Selena's always acting like everything's about her. Hailey wasn't even talking about her in the interview. Isn't Selena supposed to be on her honeymoon right now?" Another person on Selena's side said, "Hailey is clearly obsessed. She said she's not inspired by people she's not competing with, but she started her brand after Selena and keeps copying her style. That's weird." So, both fan bases went at each other once again, turning social media into a battlefield of comments and reactions. To give some context, here's what the Wall Street Journal piece actually said. It described how Hailey's brand, Rhode, launched in September 2022 with a small range of products: a serum, a moisturizer, and a lip treatment. All of them had minimal gray packaging, which Hailey said she came up with herself. She explained that she tested the products on her husband, Justin Bieber, and her friends before releasing them. Hailey mentioned that she's obsessed with product development and prefers to focus on a few items instead of releasing too many. Rhode's products often sell out quickly, and the brand even released limited editions to keep people interested. One collaboration with Krispy Kreme created huge buzz, with the company's marketing chief saying he'd never seen anything like it when asked if she felt pressure to compete with other brands sold at Sephora, like Selena's Rare Beauty. Hailey said she believes there's space for everyone. She also said she's mostly competitive with herself, not with others, and repeated that she doesn't feel competitive with people she's not inspired by. That last part is what set everything off. Even though Hailey didn't mention Selena by name, the internet filled in the blanks. The timing, the wording, and their long history made people think it was directed at her. Fans have always suspected some sort of rivalry between Selena Gomez and Hailey Bieber, mostly because Selena dated Justin Bieber years ago. During Hailey's interview with the Wall Street Journal, a reporter asked her about feeling competitive with other beauty brands, especially since her products are sold in the same stores as Selena's Rare Beauty. Before she could answer, her publicist stepped in, telling her to skip the question. Later in the interview, Hailey said that it's frustrating being constantly compared to others, and that people often create stories about her that she can't control. When you look closely at the interview, it seems the "I'm not inspired by" comment came before any mention of Selena. Hailey was explaining that she's more competitive with herself rather than with other brands. Still, the journalist added a note wondering whether Hailey might be nervous about Sephora shoppers comparing Rhode to Rare Beauty. It's not totally clear whether the journalist actually asked her about Selena or was just thinking aloud. But that's when Hailey's publicist intervened. Even so, Hailey ended up saying, "It's always annoying being pitted against other people. I didn't ask for that." Her team later told TMZ that the comment had nothing to do with Selena. According to their statement, Hailey was talking about other skincare brands, not any specific person. They said the interview made it sound like she was responding to a Selena-related question, but that wasn't the case. The reporter simply asked if she felt competitive with other Sephora brands, and Hailey replied to that. Things got more confusing when a screenshot started circulating online. In it, someone asked the journalist why she brought up Selena, and she apparently said it was because their brands sit next to each other in Sephora. That added even more uncertainty. Did she or didn't she mention Selena directly? Nobody really knows. The whole situation became a mess once Selena posted her response on Instagram. The Wall Street Journal interview had been out for a few days already, but hardly anyone was talking about it until Selena shared and then quickly deleted her Instagram story. Her post reignited the discussion, and suddenly everyone had an opinion. It's possible Selena saw a screenshot from the article and felt like Hailey's "not inspired" line was aimed at her, prompting the quick reaction. But when the backlash started, she deleted the post, likely realizing it would only bring more drama. Still, once she shared it, the story spread like wildfire. And that wasn't the only thing people were talking about involving Selena, Hailey, and Justin that week. In a recent episode of Wizards Beyond Waverly Place, Selena's character, Alex Russo, gave her on-screen daughter some advice about relationships. She said, "As someone whose type is bad boys you think you can fix, but you can't, so you end up writing songs about them." I know what I'm talking about. That line immediately caught people's attention. Fans started connecting it to her real-life relationship with Justin Bieber, saying things like, 7 years later and she's still shading him, even though she's married now. Others defended her, claiming it was just a self-aware joke and not meant to reference anyone directly. It sparked the usual debate, with people arguing over who's really obsessed with whom, something that seems to switch sides every few months. Meanwhile, Hailey continued to discuss her brand Rhode during her Wall Street Journal interview. She addressed feedback about one of her most popular items, the peptide lip treatment. Over time, customers had complained about the texture becoming grainy, which she admitted really bothered her. She said it was one of those mistakes that stuck with her because she never wanted her customers to have a bad experience. The article explained that not every Rhode product was perfect when it first launched. The company eventually had to reformulate the lip treatment to fix the issue, and Hailey called it a learning experience. She said even with proper testing, unexpected problems can happen in production. Despite the early complaints, that same lip treatment has gone on to become one of the brand's best sellers. In a follow-up interview, Hailey went into more detail about how she handled the backlash. She said nobody was more upset than she was when customers reported the grainy texture, adding that it was heartbreaking as a founder. But she took the criticism as motivation to improve. According to her, running a brand means facing challenges and learning from them, and fixing that issue helped her make the product even better. She emphasized how important it is to accept feedback and use it to grow. Hailey seems to be doing well despite all the online chaos. Her company reportedly reached a $1 billion valuation, and she's still heavily involved in running it. She's clearly trying to focus on her business and move forward, even though the comparisons to Selena keep resurfacing. No matter how much time passes, it seems like both women can't fully escape each other's names being brought up in conversation. Selena and Hailey both have thriving careers and personal lives, yet their history with Justin and the overlapping timelines of their beauty brands keep pulling them back into the same spotlight. Every time one of them speaks publicly, fans and media outlets connect it to the other, creating fresh speculation out of almost nothing. In the end, this latest round of drama probably wouldn't have blown up if Selena hadn't reacted to that one interview. Whether she meant her post as shade or just a general comment, it revived a story that had already faded away. Both fan bases jumped back into action, dissecting quotes, screenshots, and posts to prove their side. For now, Hailey seems focused on maintaining Rhode's reputation and learning from past mistakes, while Selena continues to work on her projects and act in shows like Wizards Beyond Waverly Place. But it's clear that no matter what they do, the public will always find a way to tie them together. After everything, one thing is certain: the internet thrives on the tension between them, even when neither one is directly fueling it. Whether it's a beauty product comment, a random TV line, or an Instagram story that lasts 10 minutes, people turn it into another chapter in their ongoing saga. And that's exactly what we saw play out again this week.